Shalom, Kahalayim, Wahawa, Layahawa, Basham Yahushai, Basham, Wakakudash. Double the other apostles at Great Millstone, rule well. Others and salutations to you, Akim, that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. Shalom also to the Furak Waf that believe you listen to learn. In this video, they called it the Great Resignation, and for good reason. You know, a lot of workers, all right, that's in America, all right, which is by blood the great. They're quitting and looking for better jobs, better conditions within the jobs, which, you know, is the right thing to, to do. You know, you want to find better wages to support you and your family. There's nothing wrong with that. But all these so-called campaign premises that all these presidents makes, you noticed they hardly ever falling through. And so the people are fed up with this land. All right. Excuse me. You have this mandate that's been put out, and excuse me, you have government workers quitting because of the mandate, and they're looking for better jobs. So it's pretty much all the way around the board, you know, whether it's the medical field, automotive manufacturing field, what have you, restaurant chains. A lot of jobs have been lost. All right, and it's because of Esau, man. This problem goes back to Esau. All right, which is a good sign for us Israelites that believe in Yahweh Shai. But it goes back to Esau because how he run his society. You know, he's a wicked, and his society is ran ass backwards, man, to say the least. So let me play this video clip, and I got a few precepts. Lord willing, this video is edifying.
It's being called the Great Resignation. A record-breaking number of Americans quit their jobs in November. 4.5 million, according to the latest figures from the Labor Department. But what's driving Americans away from the workforce? Is it low wages, early retirement, or more fallout from the coronavirus pandemic? We hear the analysis from economist Richard Wolff on Boom Bust and Steve Gruber, host of The Steve Gruber Show.
No, everything you should just name is a combination of what's going on. Low wages or not fair wages, what have you. Everything you can imagine. All right, the treatment, the mandates. All right, people are quitting over various reasons. Okay.
And Forgotten America.
The 1 month of the December is very screwy in terms of the importance of Christmas, and as you put it, the late arrival, if you like, in that month of the effects of the Omicron variant. Whereas the quitting has been going on now for a rising number of months, it's the more stable, the more secure thing to talk about. I would like to bring to everyone's attention that in February of 2020, at the beginning of the pandemic, we had 5.7 million Americans unemployed. Today, we have 6.9 million. I checked the numbers literally 5 minutes ago. In other words, there are more people unemployed. Normally, that would make workers more worried about quitting their jobs because there are so many others looking. I think, therefore, that we will have to face the fact.
So, pretty much, you know, you see it, the workforce crumble, all right, within Babylon. All right, I'm gonna let a little more play. Then we'll get right to the scriptures.
That there's a sea change going on in the American working class. It came back from that pandemic, from unemployment over the last 18 months, and it didn't like the kinds of jobs being offered. It didn't like the pay packages, the benefits, the insecurity, all of it. And being called essential for 18 months and being sent back into a job where you're not treated with the minimum that essential ought to imply is leading workers to have a whole new attitude that I think is going to change the economy of this country in very profound ways in the months and years ahead.
Yes.
you're thinking too far ahead, man, as far as years. But I mean, no man know the time, so I'm just saying, many years, nah, man. That remind me of Psalms 49:11. But pretty much, he named everything that's going on, with the workforce, and pretty much you see record numbers for like the unemployment, you know, as a whole. All right. Now the reason for this is because you know you have the wicked ruling. All right. And the scriptures tell you that when the wicked bear the rule, the people do mourn. All right. So with that being said, let's go to the book of James. Let's see, go to the book of James 5:4. The book of James, chapter 5, verse 4, it says, Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you, kept back by fraud, crieth. See? And that's what you see. All right, the workers are crying out because of, crappy wages. Like this Richard Wolf guy said, you got the shitty work packages, uh, even the simple basic treatment of an essential worker, it's all it's like it's all a way to oppress, all right, the people, all right, that are already poor. You're not supposed to oppress the poor. All right, that's a very evil thing. But hey, he's the wicked. All right, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he's the wicked. Let's go. Well, we gotta go to my other sword for this one. We'll go to the book of Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach, chapter 4, go to verse 1. It says, My son, defraud not the poor of his living, and make not the needy eyes to wait long. Well, what the Esau does, he defrauds the poor of their living. All right, the main people that are poor are Israelites, man. So-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native American Indians. We're the main ones that's poor. Okay. Verse 2, Make not an hungry soul sorrowful, neither provoke a man in his distress. What do you think going on right now? People are worried about, physically eating, and then also trying to get some mental eating done in as far as eating up knowledge to what's going on. All right. They want answers. People want answers. All right. They want to know why their politicians are failing them. All right. Verse 3, add not more trouble to his heart that is vexed, and defer not to give him that is in need. See? And you have a lot of people out here in need, man. Don't know how they're gonna make a sound living for their families. And that's created a lot of tension among the people. Excuse me. And that's why you see so many, like it says in the book of Isaiah, the 19th chapter, the Egyptians against the Egyptians. That's why so much infighting. All right, that's within the political arena, on down to the average Joe, diehard American voter. It's the truth. Verse 4 says, Reject not the supplication of the afflicted, neither turn away thy face from a poor man. Should Esau forget about you? All right. You see you poor, see you don't have. He got all the means to turn your life around, but he'll never do it. All right. Verse 5, it says, Turn not away thine eye from the needy, and give him none occasion to curse thee. For if he curse thee in the bitterness of his soul, his prayer shall be heard of him that made him. See? And that's ultimately, talking about us Israelites, man. Because we're the main ones that's that's poor and needy. All right. Yeah, we cry out to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua about our affliction, in our struggles, and our problems. All right, in our oppression. For those of us that believe. All right. Let's go back to other app, cause but that's the truth. Esau knows that he could change one life. Let's say one would be like one's life with an S. He could change one's life dramatically overnight if he wanted to. He could do it for the roughly 40 million Americans that starving every day. But he won't do it. This is the book of Psalms 109. And we'll start at verse 15. It says, "Let them be before Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, continually, that he may cut off the memory, that he may cut off the memory of them from the earth." Yeah, the wicked, all right? Cut off the memory of the wicked from the earth. Verse 16, "Because that he remembered not to show mercy, but persecuted the poor and needy man, that he might even slay the broken in heart." And that's a so-called white man for you, man. He persecutes you for being poor and needy. Unless you're a woman, But you men, especially Israelite men, you can forget about it, man. You can forget about it. All right, let's go from there. Let's go to the book of Proverbs. The book of Proverbs, chapter 28. We'll go down a bit to verse 27. It says, "He that giveth unto the poor shall not lack, but he that hideth his eyes shall have many a curse." See? That's plain, man. See, Esau, you could have had it to where you could give to the poor and needy, all right. But what you do, you hide yourself, or you hide your eyes when the poor and needy complain continually, all right, and ask you to give them basic things to live. It's always something to catch someone up, to overthrow them when you give them anything at all. All right. People are tired of your jobs that don't pay a fair wage. All right. So people just like forget it, man. I'll just stay at home. Some of them they can collect unemployment for so long, but that's gonna run out, man. Okay. Verse 28. "When the wicked rise, men hide themselves. Excuse me. But when they perish, the righteous increase." And that's what we wait on, All right. But everyone's, on edge right now. Okay. Everyone's on edge because even through this pestilence we've been experiencing the last couple of years, Esau still has the people under his foot, man. Still hit the people with that continuous stroke. All right. All these different mandates across the globe, man. Not just over here in Babylon, but across the globe. It's caused the people to be in an uproar. And then what the scriptures say about the grinders, right? Let's get that in Ecclesiastes. Yeah, the grinders. Yeah. The grinders are truly starting to cease. All right, Ecclesiastes chapter 12. And starting at verse 3, it says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. Well, you know what? Let me start up. Let me start up. Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember thou thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh. When thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Well, the evil days, all right, are upon us, man. All right. If you pay attention to the news, especially those of us that watch for prophecy, you understand very well that these days are evil. All right. A lot of people are dying out here, man, of different things. All right. Verse 2, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. This is the whole vibration of America right now. Okay? People are trembling in fear because of this mandate. People are trembling in fear because they don't know how they're going to feed their little ones. All right? There are few workers. All right? You got a lot of jobs closed down. All right? Since the beginning of this pestilence. All right? And a lot of them didn't reopen. Okay? But the grinders are few. The grinders represents the workers, man. You guys, someone say I'm on my grind, or I'm on the clock grinding. It means working. You know, it's a metaphor. But many people ain't working right now, man. You know? Verse 4, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. You know, the working is getting very low to the point where people don't even, some people don't even get up to look for a job because it's so bad out here, the job market. You know, some people switch their jobs. Some people can't switch their jobs. All right. But the point is, you know, this is what's going on. All right. But there's a you know, a flip side to it, you know, for us Israelites, because like I said, we're the main ones that's poor and needy. All right, it is earth. You know, we're the nation. All right, that's in our lower state. All right, knowing that we're the joint heirs. All right, and knowing that we're the chosen of the Lord. This is a very low state. Man. We're the piss poor bottom at the last. All right, so let's go from there to the book of Psalms, because who is going to deliver us from this mess? All right, well, the answer is Yahweh Shah. And that's what we wait on. We wait on the Lord to, arise and deliver us. All right, the book of Psalms, chapter 12. And start at verse 5. It says, for the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy, now will I arise, saith Yahweh Shah. I will set him in safety from him that puffeth at him. See? So, this is what we wait on. All right. The Lord said, wait ye upon me. All right. So, we got to wait upon Yahweh Shah. And not, get carnal and carried away with, silliness or foolishness. Just wait upon Yahweh Shah is going to deliver us, so long as we endure to the end. All right. This is the book of Psalms 82. Let's see. Let's go to verse 3. Good. Psalms 82 and verse 3 says, defend the poor and the fatherless, do justice to the afflicted and needy, deliver the poor and needy, rid them out of the hand of the wicked. See? And that's what Yahweh Shai will do for his elect. All right, Lord willing, I'm a part of that. All right, but we have to endure, and we're going to be delivered from this poor and needy situation, because remember, to all you Akim and you feel Akwaf, it's the Lord that makes you poor and rich. Let's go to 1 Samuel 2 and 7. Well, I'll start at 6. The point is in 7 and 8. Yeah, cut. 1 Samuel 2, verse 6, it says, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. And this is all caps, so let's say Yahweh in the Hebrew. All right, verse 7, it says, Yahweh maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. So the reason why we're poor is because the Lord made us poor. All right, but he can also make us rich, but he's going to make us rich when he give us the kingdom, okay? When we're in the kingdom, we're going to be rich. All the riches you can think of, we're going to have them. Okay, this is verse 8. He raiseth up the poor out of the dust, and lifted up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes, and to make them inherit the throne of glory. And that's what we get ready to inherit. All right, the kingdom of heaven, which is the throne of glory. All right, but the point is, the Lord is going to raise us up from this poor state. All right, we're not going to be asking no one for anything as far as a nation. They're going to actually bring it to us. All right, but that's another subject for another day. But you know, I'm just describing how well off we're going to be. You know, in the kingdom, that we're going to have riches and abundance like none other. All right, we'll have to work. We'll have to work a job, or excuse me, a 9 to 5. You know, one day I laughed at that at work. All right, but let me finish up this precept. For the pillars of the earth are Yahweh's, and he has set the world upon them. He will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness. For by strength shall no man prevail. So the point is, the Most High is going to bring us out of this poor and needy and begging state that we're living in as a people, as a whole nation. Okay, and that's what we're looking forward to. You know. So with that, I want to say, Lord, whether you was edified and built up in the spirit, you know. Until next time, I say shalom.